Hey guys, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here to support me. And if you're new to me, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I talk about what I learned from working at Louis Vuitton and other things. And we like to have a lot of fun here. So welcome or welcome back. Today's show, I wanted to talk about some of the novelty Louis Vuitton handbags that are awesome, but you might want to reconsider these things before buying. I used to work as a client advisor for Vuitton, and I saw day in and out people just spending thousands of dollars on handbags. And yes, a lot of them came back. So these bags I'm going to tell you about, they're popular, they're cool, they're novelty, and they did come back. And then there's one at the end that didn't come back a lot, but I'm going to tell you why I would reconsider buying it. The first on the list is actually the entire print. It's the Damier Azur, which is the canvas blue and white version of the checkerboard. This print is so gorgeous. So it's blue and white, which is reminiscent of the ocean. Louis Vuitton started his career as a trunk maker and packer. So he packed for royalty, he packed for Princess Eugenie, packed her dresses, big trunks that crossed the Atlantic on a ship. That's where the durable canvas came from, just FYI. Anyhow, so the Damier Azur print, we'll know this, it's the white and blue checker. It is so beautiful, but I know not everybody has it. Because why? It's the same reason that it's really hard to wear white jeans or white pants, right? White gets dirty. White shows dirt, and it also picks up color transfer. So I can't tell you how many times people came back with this Damier Azur, this beautiful Damier Azur bag, and were so upset that it was showing dirt or that it had some kind of color transfer on it. The customer's assumption was that because they paid over $1,000 for this bag, that it would be like resistant to dirt, and that is just not true, unfortunately. Even though the material itself is resistant to water, unfortunately it's still white. And what kind of sucks about that is that Damier Azur print looks so beautiful. When you look at it, you think, oh, what am I going to wear with this? It looks so good against denim, right? But denim is the culprit. It's your dark denim jeans that is the culprit, and not the bag itself. One model in particular that was not good for this is the graceful, because look at the design of the graceful. It sits right underneath your arm. So you know when you're like out and about, your body creates heat. So if you're creating some heat against your clothes, and then it's right here up against your arm underneath the bag, and your bag is squished between your arm and your boob right there, like whatever dye is on your clothes is going to be likely on the back of that bag. Just FYI, in my observation. And I also have a lot of experience with fabrics with my product merchandising background, so I know all this. So I know that can be upsetting for most people. Damier Azur, I hope, is like in your closet as like a springtime, summertime outfit that doesn't get used regularly. So I'm sure you all know if you have a Damier Azur, you use it regularly, it's just going to be trash just because of the light colored nature of the material. Now, I do suggest, I did mention like what I think, what I wear with this bag, denim and darker clothes always come to mind because it's a nice contrast. So a nice alternative is chambray, which is a lighter material but still looks like denim. With that said, like I'm not discouraging your Damier Azur purchase. I'm just saying, like, make sure that you wear it with like your light summer dress and your materials and fabrics that do not bleed, and that you're not going to be sweating on your product. Item number 2 is the Petite Boîte Chapeau, which is the petite hat box. I was on the fence about this because this is more of a novelty item, and if you can afford a novelty item, you probably don't care about what I'm going to talk about here. Okay, I'm shocked that this bag is now $4,850. Whoa. When I worked there, it was like $38, and then it was $41, which I thought, that's crazy. $4,000 for a little hat box, and by the time you pay tax, it's $5,000 for a little hat box. And this is like truly a novelty. This is like not your first time bag. The thing about this little hard case, and it's more like a fashion statement, is that it can hardly fit a big phone. Of course, if somebody gifted me that, I'm like not complaining at all. But it was I found that was a concern, and like I bring this up because, you know, you see people, they open the thing and they want to put all their things inside, and then you're gonna see that it doesn't fit your phone. Another thing about this bag is that the way it opens is that you have to unbuckle that loop, which also serves as the handle. You have to fully unbuckle it to open it all the way. And okay, just something I noticed on the sales floor, that, you know, people always try to put their phone in it, and this is not the ideal handbag when you want to carry a lot of stuff or be it every day. But like I said, it's a novelty, so if you can afford that, you probably don't care. Now there are also smaller, even smaller versions of these, the minis, which, okay, those fit nothing. They fit a lipstick, maybe like a credit card. Now that also leads me to the other boîte chapeau, the boîte chapeau soufflé, which is the soft version. It comes in MM and PM. So when I worked there, only the soufflé MM was available, and this is just an odd bag. Now I see it's available on the resale market, so maybe it picked up some popularity, but I do have reservations about this bag. It is soft, so the shape of it is just a little weird. I think it just needs a little more structure to look cute. I particularly picked this bag because I had regular customers who just love the monogram, love Louis Vuitton, and they did love buying bags like every couple months. Like, what do I buy next? Or, Michelle, I was looking online. Do I need this? Do you have this? So they just love to buy monogram. But I'm not kidding. There are at least 2 or 3 customers I remember helping, like, oh, okay, what about the chapeau soufflé? And they would look at it and go, Funny thing about this bag, it's not quite, doesn't quite look nice as a shoulder bag. Doesn't quite lie right as a crossbody, and at least one of them on occasion took the bag home and tried it out and just called back the next day and were like, I'm just not sure, it doesn't fit. So if you look at the shape of it, it's a unique handbag, and it's not, I don't think it really says Vuitton. It's not quite structured. It's kind of like a tambourine pouch. So maybe if you need a fancy tambourine pouch. And I apologize to anyone who has this bag and loves this bag, but I do picture this as more as like for the collector who wants something eclectic for an everyday spend. It was just odd, and it was a bag that always came back. Oh, okay, so rewind to the other one, the boîte chapeau. So also with the boîte, also along the lines of boîte chapeau, I'm just gonna throw in that cube. Another novelty was the bleaker box. Okay, again, if you have this, you're like probably rich enough and you have other handbags in your wardrobe, so you don't care. But this is another thing that people always try to put their phone in, and it may fit your phone vertically, it may, but that doesn't leave room for anything else. So I guess you gotta hold the phone and you hold the cube. Okay, so the last on the list is not an item that came back a lot, but I am going to caution against buying it in store retail, and that is the Louis Vuitton twist. So when I worked there, the twist PM was $3,300 and the MM was $3,500, and now I see that the PM is $3,800 and the MM is well over $4,100. Kind of wish I bought the twist PM when it was $33, but it was also not that available. We mainly have the MMs. So this is Nicolas Ghesquiere's stamp on Vuitton. It was the It Girl bag. It's still a beautiful bag. If anyone wants to gift me one, I'm not gonna say no. But here is why I advise paying full retail price on it. This black twist MM retails now for $41.50. Eeks. Okay, I remember being steep when it was $3,500. But now, if you go to the pre-love market, this is what hurts. That twist MM, now you can find on Rebag, the Real. Here's a black one on the Real for $2,600. Here is one on Rebag for $2,120. So that's a substantial difference, like $2,000 difference is huge. If you're going to look for a twist, look for it on the resale market. And I have said this before in previous videos, it is made of the very heavy and durable epi leather. If you find one in good condition, you will score. For whatever reason, epi leather does not hold its value the same way monogram does, even though it is a Louis Vuitton material, exclusive to Vuitton and very recognizable. You guys have seen it before. It's that heavy lined leather, and it's thick. This is not a soft, supple cowskin leather, which makes the twist. It's like, you know, a bit edgy and streetwear. I really love that bag. And it also holds its shape very well. So absolutely check the pre-sale market. Now also, people have asked about the hardware. The LV twist mechanism itself, that will scratch right away. Like buying this bag is like buying a car and then driving it off the lot. You know what I mean? You buy a new car from the dealership, and the second you drive it off the lot, it loses its value by 30%. And also things on it will get scratched. So that lock mechanism will just get scratched by the nature that you touch it. But it's okay. I believe you can get that piece replaced if you bring it into the boutique. The bag was still fairly new, so I don't know anyone who had actually done it, but people definitely asked. And I believe that you could replace that. It's like $120 to replace the clasp if you happen to buy one used that's scratched up. So I would just double check with the store on that. But anyways, like I said, like why buy a brand new one of these when there are so many people who are trying to sell theirs online? You're going to be able to get a great deal. Now, as with anything else, my advice is always be combing the resale market, because there just might be something that a collector is willing to let go of and like doesn't really want a whole lot of money for. Cross your fingers. I know the resale market right now is huge, but you never know, you might find a deal, or even if it's a savings of $1,000 for something like a twist, that's still a good amount of money that you can put toward a wallet or some type of accessory to go with your handbag. So if you're to this point of the video, I hope I gave you some helpful information. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to check out the links below. I have some links to some of the shopping sites that I get affiliate commissions with, such as Fashion File and The Real Real. Thank you guys so much for joining. My name is Michelle, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.